Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto markets. That includes the majors like Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, meme coins, and of course, NFTs. We'll also talk about internet capital markets and meme equities that acquire money from crypto as well. Today, PumpFun token detail leak. Lots of juicy information to unpack here and how this is going to infect the crypto space at large, mainly Solana. We're going to talk about multiple Trump wallets being announced yesterday, and we're going to talk about an unexpected new player in the crypto treasury space. Before we get started, we're going to thank the partners for today's show, Gemini. Did you know that your credit card points and miles can lose value to inflation while they collect dust? Credit card companies often reduce the redemption rate of your points and miles over time. Imagine a credit card with rewards that can grow in value. With a Gemini credit card, you can earn Bitcoin on Bitcoin or one of over 50 other cryptocurrencies instantly with no annual fee. Every swipe at the store or gas pump earns instant rewards deposited straight into your account. Sign up now for an additional $200 Bitcoin bonus to kickstart your rewards. Go to Gemini.com/card today. Again, if you're looking to invest in Bitcoin but don't know where to start, get the Gemini credit card. It makes it easy. Speaking of easy, I've got Easy on the show today. I've got Kix on the show today. Kix, been a week. How you feeling?
Dude, feeling pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie. My positions are doing quite well. I'm having a little fun doing some perps trading. I'm doing it very small and very strategically, unlike most idiots that like put all of their money in on a trade. I'm putting like 3% and I'm using tight stops and stuff like that, but having lots of fun, made some money. Got a long on Solana right now. I'm not feeling great on, but the long
Do you
on
own Hyperliquid?
Yeah, I own a lot.
How much?
Enough that if it hits $100, I can buy a luxury SUV.
I have a lot.
Yeah. I don't have nearly as much as you. I'm certain of it, but proportionally.
I sold my Punk yesterday, Kix.
I saw. Good sell.
And I full ported it into Hype.
Yeah, I love it, dude. Yeah, I think it's
a luxury SUV in Hype, and now you get a small house if it hits 100,000.
Yeah, I think it's a.
I get a trailer home.
Dude, trailer parks are actually up and coming for private equity investments.
I know. I'm actually using it as I'm taking bond issuance against it to raise money for the PumpFun raise. So I'm gonna decollateralize my trailer park home for bond issuance to raise capital, be the first pump holding company, Bodoggers Entertainment.
Early.
I
like that move. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah,
what could possibly go wrong?
Things are going good. I'm happy. I'm bringing a lot of positive energy this week. You saw me cleaning my desk before the day started.
Easy. Did you see that StreamYard error pop up? They're having issues. Like it's like a known issue. You can't swap people on screen. So like we're basically going to have to like talk three heads like this the whole time. Or like if I want to highlight myself, I can go up, but I can't move anybody else to like that number one spot.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, I see that. Can we change? Okay, we can still change the setup. So if we want to share the screen, we can, which is good. Because yesterday, do you remember, Ray? We had that issue where we could not do that. So yeah, I'm just pressing buttons now, but this is fun.
Yeah.
What if we went here? Maybe here. Or, just Ray.
If you're listening on YouTube, he's just mad clicking buttons and just pushing us all around the screen. Makes for a great listening and watching experience, of course. Kix, we'll hit this weather report here. We got a lot to talk about, all kinds of news. Markets are every which way. Let's kick it off. And
yeah, markets just chopping, but Hyperliquid feels pretty good. I'm happy on that. I'm really honestly right now just saying things out loud to stall so that I can pull up the weather report, turn on the music, and then just hit it like I was meant to do. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Wednesday, June 4th. Choppy day. Solana underperforming. Looks like my long no good on that one. Bitcoin 105, Ethereum 2600, Solana down to 155. Over the past 24 hours, Blockworks published an article outlining leaked details of an upcoming PumpFun token sale and TGE. PumpFun is reportedly looking to raise $1 billion via a sale of 25% of their tokens, with both private and public investors able to participate. Next up, there was a battle of the Trump wallets as we saw Magic Eden partner with the Trump meme coin to launch a Trump-branded wallet. The Trump family quickly denied any involvement, threatened legal actions, and mentioned that a different Trump-branded wallet is being launched by World Liberty Financial. We see PvP in the meme coin trenches. Now we are seeing it in the wallet trenches. Finally, Circle increased their IPO offering after seeing initial demand. They've upped the offering to $32 million shares, 32 million shares, priced at $27 to $28 each. Let me tell you what, their CFO is an absolute wizard, masterclass on how to make money. Back to you in the studio.
Looking at the face of somebody who's about to receive a ton of money here. Excellent weather report.
No, you got the wrong image.
This isn't the CFO?
I thought that was the CEO.
CEO. Okay.
Yeah, no. This is the guy. This is the guy that just literally two-stepped on everybody. I don't know why that link broke, but if you just Google CFO, because what he did is they were going to IPO at $5 billion. He goes and shops it around on the private markets, gets offers, as we saw, upwards of $10 billion, then rolls back to the public markets. And now they're going to IPO at close to $10 billion. So he just made them that guy right there. If you could buy stock in individual people, I'd buy stock in that guy.
You'd buy some stock in JFG here?
Yeah.
Jeremy Fox Green, CFO Circle.
Look at him, dude. That guy walks in. If he's your counterparty in a corporate deal, you know you're fucked.
Yeah, you're in trouble. Yeah, no chance.
No shot.
Yep. So more shares offered, same price, higher FDV for this. Interesting. Are you participating in this, Kicks?
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Were you on when we talked about the Plasma stablecoin blockchain launch on the Echo? Have you looked into that at all? Were you thinking about investing in that as well?
No, but I did long Maker on Hyperliquid and made some good money on that. Yeah, I think if you want to invest in Circle, you understand that they're dominant other than USDT. You also understand that with regulatory changes, there's going to be more and more competition. The bet on them would be whether they can expand to other services and get more growth. And I don't have research or knowledge into that.
Yep, that makes sense. There is a TLDR post thread I'm looking to read on it that I just haven't had time. It's been sitting in my bookmarks for a couple days now. Let's get to the headline of the day, like right out of the gates here. We saw PumpFun basically have details leaked of a $1 billion token sale. I saw this is basically like the third highest token sale, or like third highest like raise from a public IPO ever. I saw like Telegram, and then there's like another one like EOM or something that raised more than this, and the Telegram one didn't even happen. So like this is a massive like public raise essentially at a huge valuation for just essentially a dApp on a blockchain. Easy, what are your initial thoughts here looking at this? I saw you talking about it on the timeline. Like, what are your thoughts on this this potential PumpFun token?
It's pretty simple, Ray. Hyperliquid.
Are we exiting Solana? Like, it seems like the market feels that way. Solana underperformed on the day. Down.
I mean, I think you saw the memes basically collapse because it seems like they're going to be raising USDC for this. 1 bill total, supposedly 200 mil at a 4 bill FDV for VCs and 800 mil from public at a 5 bill FDV, 100% unlocked. So for those unaware of what that means, they're raising slightly more from public. VCs that can get in are going to already be up 25% on retail with 100% unlock on size.
So
would you buy this at a 5 bill FDV?
No.
Kicks, would you buy this at a 5 bill FDV?
Potentially, yes.
So the other thing I saw was supposedly 25% of revenue will go back to the token in the ecosystem.
That's what I think.
That's interesting to me.
Yeah. It's like
that's like a 250 mil. But 100% of Hyperliquid goes back. Hyperliquid's trading at a 12 bill FDV.
Yeah.
36 bill FDV, 12 bill circulating.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would buy it or not, but what I think is that I think that this is a massive success and this is awesome and that people should celebrate it. How successful PumpFun has been, the most successful crypto company of the past couple of years. I think it's really, really cool what they've done and what they've accomplished. I think we really got to get rid of the BS that's been persistent in this space since I've been in it, since 2021, which is that there's a certain group of people that think if anyone else is making money, it means that it's coming out of their pockets. And it's just like the dumbest mentality ever, because that's just not how the world works at all. And I think what Pump.fun has ran an incredibly successful company. So it's just really weird to me. Like back in NFTs, like Beeple sold one of his pieces for like, was it like 80 million or something?
69 mil.
69 mil. And then he like swapped a lot of it to USDC and people were like, he's not aligned with us. He's not just spot holding all of that in ETH. He's not aligned with us. And they like say the same thing about Pump selling Solana for money. And it's just weird and absurd because like everyone's in this space to make money. But like if someone else makes a lot of money, it's jealousy at the end of the day for most of these people. But I don't know. I think it's just a like BS mentality. Like anyone that's been a builder or tried to create things in this space knows how hard it is. Knows how hard it is even to have a mediocre level of success. So when you see someone have like a massive success like this, or if you see something like not work out like Laudio, I don't know. I just think like I'm so over all the dunk takes on everything because it's just like negative mentality. And it's literally, if you're like a trader or whatever you are in this space, you need people building things to be able to trade. So then why do you make it your personality to like dunk on Pump.fun or dunk on Laudio or dunk on all of these other people? It's like, why don't you go do something then? You know, who cares? Like what PumpFun provides a casino, whatever, like FanDuel, DraftKings, they were like fantasy football, fantasy sports, right? You can call that a casino, whatever. They built a company. People want to use the product. Like, what are you guys investing in green energy in crypto? Like you're gonna have some sort of moral high ground over, you know, what they're building. What are you building? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm over all of the takes of people that are just so negative about any type of success in this space just because they themselves aren't uber rich from the space. Well, I mean, that's on you. You know what I mean? So I think what Pump.fun has done is great. And what are they going to do with the $1 billion? I don't know. Could it be the top of meme coins, the top of Pump.fun? It could. You also could be getting in on something that becomes even bigger. Who knows, right? But either way, I'm not going to dunk on them. They're massively successful. They're fucking rich as hell. They grinded. They tried a bunch of different products. They found one that worked. They made a shit ton of money. That's awesome, dude. That's the dream.
Yeah, no, I agree. But when you say like people are mad that someone's making money, the money's not coming out of their pockets. I mean, it kind of is coming out of their pockets right now. We're seeing like Solana underperforming. We're seeing all the meme coins on Solana sell off. Fartcoin down almost 10%, Bonk 8%. Like basically the Solana meme coins are underperforming other chains. So people are like seeing this and they're saying, okay, I need to get cash ready to buy into this. Absolutely. Like I feel like there's no, like I have no qualms with them raising at a $4 billion or $5 billion FDV. Like we look at like where that places them in terms of market cap versus other companies. And like, I don't know, it seems about right in this like Uniswap-ish area. I mean, this is a market cap for Uniswap. It's not even their FDV. They're at a 6.4 FDV. I mean, you could argue PumpFun should have a higher market cap than Uniswap. So like, I don't have an issue with raising at that valuation. I think there is still upside for investors. But I think people are like panicking right now and like selling Solana for USDC. They're selling memes on Solana to get liquid. Because I'd imagine that this PumpFun token is going to be a huge liquidity suck on the Solana, like sort of like we saw with Trump. Remember when Trump launched, everything else dumped across the board as people tried to get liquid for Trump. So like those concerns, I understand, but I think they're focusing the anger in the wrong way. Like,
yeah, you could understand those concerns and make a financial decision based on those concerns. Like Radium, the price of Radium tanked when Pump.fun announced Pump Swap, and then guess what? Now it's up or it's way back down now. But you could have bought it at $2. It went up significantly. It's called business. But like Pump.fun can be like, hey, we can't buy Pump Swap because what about all the people that hold Radium?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Oh, Apple, you shouldn't launch a phone. You made bankrupt BlackBerry. You know, that's not fair.
Yeah. I've seen some concerns about this, like some talk on the timeline of a pump chain. They're raising at a valuation that could put them in the
I think that's so dumb. I think that is the stupidest shit I've heard.
Speculation is dumb. It's a dumb idea by PumpFun. Both.
I just think it's not accurate.
Right.
Like, I don't think they're gonna launch a chain.
What do we think they're gonna do with the cash?
Dude, it's for VCs. This is their third round. Like, they're raising capital right now to give their early investors a better experience, and that's like also help fund the token. Like, I don't know. Everyone's like, what are they going to do with the billion cash? MFers, they're doing streaming. Streaming is expensive as hell. Expensive as all hell. There's speculation they're going to go the casino route, which would not shock me considering what we've already basically seen. And if they go that route, you're looking at something like a Kick or Stake, which is pushing that way, which would be so unsurprising. They're not based in the U.S., so there's that aspect of it where like it's probably much easier for them to go and get a casino license as a non-U.S. entity. I don't know. Like, the more I look at this, the more I'm like, dude, $1 billion for them. Part of that's going to have to go back into the token. That's what the raise is coming for. Ray left. Oh, wow, he got it.
But then, I know how to put you in the front.
Yeah, you just got to pull us off screen first. But on top of that, dude, like, a chain is more headache than it's worth. Why not just stay on Solana when it's already doing everything and you don't have to worry about the chain infrastructure and hiring significantly more developers for all the bullshit that comes with it? Like, they've made $1 billion on chain. Stay on the chain. They're about to raise one at 4. The early rounds were at 12 and 250, so those investors are giga printing. There's just no, like, I think the whole chain argument is so dumb. You're like, oh yeah, they're going to launch a chain. Like, not everyone needs to launch a goddamn chain. It's a waste of time. But speaking of that, me and Kix are about to launch our chain, Hyperliquid.
Yeah, I mean, there is something to say about capturing fees from your own chain and having other dApps participate. Like, there is value in launching a chain, but
Ray, how much do you think they make a day right now?
They're making, well, I don't know, $2 million a day.
1.5 yesterday.
Yeah,
a day. So they're clearing almost $500 million a year, even at this low volume. Like, launching a chain is so much cost, management, developers, all this shit you have to do. Why not just keep printing as they know how? Like, that's it. Like, don't, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
That's what OpenSea was saying in 2021.
No, they just didn't ship shit.
What has PumpFun really shipped?
They've tried everything. They've tried all the stuff that they see in the market. Live streaming. They've tried an advanced trading terminal. They've tried it on Blast. They've tried it on ETH. They've tried it on Base. If you forget, those 3 chains were all present. So they do have an EVM tech stack if they want to resurge that. Yeah, I mean, you got to look at it. The Pump Swap came out. Like, a lot of this stuff is infrastructure. So you say, like, what have they shipped? They have the full tech stack already for basically any coin, anywhere, in a second. A mobile app.
So it sounds like they're pretty well versed to be able to launch a chain, to be honest. They've done everything on the tech stack.
I just think why? Like, I just continue to think why. Like,
another raise at a higher.
They're not going to raise again. That's the difference. I don't see another raise.
Yeah, I mean, I think they would. They could put a lot of that money into distribution, marketing, growth.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Oh, they could go and hire like an Aiden Ross to stream on the fucking platform with a Billy Vanilli.
Yeah, exactly. They could like be like, okay, what we really need to do is bring in more growth. And yeah, I mean, even at 350, if they got 10x revenue, 3.5 billion, yeah, that's what they're raising at. Yeah, so I mean, that's like what private markets would value a high growth company at.
Okay. Kix, what would you value me at?
A lot of money. 10 million, maybe 20. And And that's like now. That's like current valuation. That's not implied future earnings.
Yeah, not NAV. You know,
that's not NAV. No, that is NAV, but that's not.
That
that's
is
not
NAV.
NAV. That's not NAV plus future.
Anything else you want to talk about with this PumpFun token raise, or do you think we covered everything?
Yeah, I think we covered everything, but I think like, once again, sorry to beat a dead horse, but like the success story, which if you heard about them, like I haven't traded on Pump.fun in like 2 months. I'm not trying to like Pump.fun to, maybe I get an airdrop for all the stuff I did in November and January. Sweet. They tried a bunch of different projects in the space. Like 3 or 4 failed, right? Which, remember, in 2021, Zagabond, Luca, that's what people would use that as FUD. Oh, you launched 3 or 4 things that didn't work out, whatever, right? They did that. Then they land on the Pump.fun idea. They try to raise some money. No one was interested. Then they get a little traction. Then they raise it 12 million. Then they raise it 100. Then they raise it 250. And now they're doing this. I just think I'm not envious, but that's an entrepreneur's dream right there. To have that level of impact, like make that much money, that's fucking awesome.
And you get like kind of like the FU to everyone who didn't believe in them too.
Yeah. And I mean they
I would have invested in this shit at any round, to be hyper transparent.
You would not have?
Immediately. I would have. Literally, yeah. I am like tempted to even do the public round at 5 billion vanilla. But like I'm
we
a
need
little
better
bit
deal
upset.
flow easy.
You remember what the
I know, dude.
PumpFun was?
You know who the goat is?
Rubik's Cubes on PumpFun. Do you remember that? Like
it was before that, dude. No, before that. Ray, do you remember pre-Bullex, pre-Photon, pre-Axiom, pre-Nova? There was an app that would like, it looked like a Bloomberg terminal. That's how I was trading pump funds. It would just purely show me volume. It looked like a Bloomberg terminal for pump funds way back before the trading terminals. Like
they were early.
I've been on PumpFun. I've been trading pump funds. Dude, I was buying pump funds on Blast and Base. Like that's the thing. When Blast was hot, they had PumpFun for it. And I would go and look at the tokens on there. I was using Bullex even after that. Nothing, dude. But like that's the platform was so bad. The visual indications gave me a headache every time. Yeah. Like it was not good.
Slower at first because it was literally just like every day. Like it was like Franklin and like 4 other tokens launching, and be Franklin just doing a Rubik's
It was even before he did the Rubik's Cube shit, though, dude. Like before there was video upload, it was just like you would buy whatever was on King of the Hill, and that would pump 20 to 30% minimum. And most of the time it would graduate. So if you could get it early enough, you like back then there was no competition on the platform. There wasn't all this advanced analytics stuff.
GM, welcome to the show, Pio. How you feeling today?
Good. Did you guys like find some Spanish Bitcoin treasury company or something?
Yeah, we gig along that Reddit Market Open.
But actually,
no, there's like no easy way to trade it.
That's tough. So yeah, okay, interesting. All right,
I'm gonna.
How's it going, Kicks? What's up, Kicks?
What's up, dude? How you doing, man?
I'm good, dude. Yeah, like watching Robinhood run. My call from a year ago. Easy's plowed a lot of money in. I got called on 100 shares last week, so I have 100 shares less than I had. I got smoked because this thing's just
gotta get those numbers up.
Yeah, well,
before I'm done, I'm going to be a board member at Robinhood. That's the goal.
I think it's possible.
I just want enough shares that I can push the hand.
How hot? Well, so
$200 pre-split. That's the target.
200?
Yeah, 200 a share pre-split.
So look at Anthropic, yeah, Anthropic went public 4 weeks ago. I was like, I was like, the market cap on this bad Larry, it's already at like fucking 65 billion.
Yeah,
I was like, damn it, like all the values.
I know.
It's tough.
What's their ticker?
What is the ticker? Is it Anthropic?
No way Anthropic is public. They make the people behind.
Oh, no. Anthropic. Yeah, it is. Oh, no, it's still private. It's still private at $56.
No, I'm sorry, guys. It's not Anthropic. It's, what's it called? CoreWeave. CoreWeave.
Oh.
CoreWeave.
Yes, CRWV. This thing's up only, dude.
core week.
Yeah, this thing, it's up 200% in last month.
Wow. So I want to just present one thing. And so you're like, Robinhood to $200 is programmed. I can get behind that. Mm-hmm. I could totally get behind that. Strategy to 1,000 to 1,500 is undoubtedly programmed. It's like, that's actual just like math anybody can follow. I don't know. How do you feel about that fact, Easy, against your Robinhood position?
I think I get Robinhood to 200 faster than that.
Then strategy to 12?
Yeah.
The thing with strategy is they're going to keep diluting on these big run-ups.
The other thing here is like, Pio, my entire mentality is risk reward, right? My entire mentality has always been, where can I capture the highest upside quicker than something else? Robinhood, right? You have to remember, my average buy on Robinhood is $32. Mm-hmm. So like, I have great value on Robinhood. Mm-hmm. A push to 200 is a 6x. So that inherently for me is like a very good return in less than 3 months. Right now, I'm up 100% on equities. Like, that's crazy. That's unheard of.
Yep.
So for me, yeah, like we literally bought the V-shaped recovery dip in size. Like that was bottom ticking the shit out of it. And I just think that this has the legs to get there because the Bitstamp push was yesterday's price action run. The final approval after a year-long thing that's already been done. Once perps roll out and they get their first response on that, that's going to be like the craziest run because I think that's going to open up how many people see what the revenue is on perps, both EU and US. So to me, that is like where I'm most interested is like once they start breaking down by revenue vertical, you're going to quickly see like, truthfully, their biggest revenue generators are probably going to be perpetuals. Obviously, like equities are always going to be up there. The crypto market in general and this predictions market they have. Like I think the predictions market is going to just absolutely shock how many people. And I don't think the share price is reflecting that yet.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep buying it. It's hard for me to buy other. So like, your Hyperliquid thing. What's your target for Hyperliquid?
It's currently sitting at 37. Probably similar, like 200, 250.
That's very good. That's that's like a 5 or a 6x almost, right?
Yeah, I do truthfully think we get it. If Bitcoin goes to 150, I think Hyperliquid is well over 150.
Well, Bitcoin's going to Bitcoin
exactly
is going to go there. So
I think by the end of this year it goes there, which is why for me, if Bitcoin goes to 150, ETH goes to 4K, that CryptoPunk now would be worth what 150. My Hyperliquid trade would be worth, in theory, 500K. So it's like I just think that risk return there is present. Someone said 150 HL is crazy talk. That's over 2x Sol's FTV. I know this, and I'm aware of this. Like I'm completely conscious of what I'm saying here. I think a lot of people I think Hyperliquid in theory could flip at the majority of the top 5.
Kicks, what do you think?
I think it could be a top 5 coin.
I think based on how bullish Easy is, I'm going to have a tough decision on $100. May have to tell the wife that SCV's got to wait a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you've been on Hyperliquid, the fucking thing.
But I think 150 kicks, I think you go for that extra $50 because, dude, if you look at all the data right now, the user numbers skyrocketed the last 48 hours. You're about to get Binance Spot, first major exchange, Binance US, which will allow retail to buy this. The onboarding experience is absolutely terrible to even get on there. Like, dude, I had to send 45 ETH to a random wallet and just pray that it hit it. I'm like, this is so bad. Like, this is so bad. The thing is, so you're also mentioning, it's crazy talk. If the rest of the market goes higher, inherently it draws things up. Like, it's trading at a 12 bill FDV right now, 35 bill FDV. Yeah. So I'm like, overall, I don't know. I don't know. I keep looking at this.
So, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about a couple things. Well, first of all, Kix is talking about his SUV trade. That's a big goal for a purchase. Where I'm at is, so check it out. I'm a huge wing foil guy now. I gotta go. Okay. Ray, pull up some pictures and videos of people wing foiling real quick. Kix, you're going to see me where you live, on the water, just shredding, dude. Just tearing it up. I'm going to be touring the world.
I'm really curious now.
Pull this shit up, Ray. Show people.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, people do that all the time.
Yeah, this is going to be cool. Me. Exactly. So I just dropped $1,100 on a board. Okay. And now my buddy's like, so you need a mast, which is the long part there underneath the foil. And there's no used masses. That's really funny. There's no used masts out there. And so I might have to drop $1,100 on a goddamn mast. The board was used, by the way, for $1,100.
Where do you store this thing, dude?
Well, what do you mean? The board's a surfboard. What do you mean?
Okay. And does the mast fold up?
The wing is inflatable. The wing that
interesting.
Seeing, that's inflatable. So that's chilling. But I will buy like an outdoor thing for the deck over here so that like right now it's just sitting on the fucking ground and it's been pouring in Miami. It's just getting rained on. So I know it's supposed to be in the water, but I think it can get mold because this isn't salt water. But anyway, so I just bought that. I got a golf lesson this week. My first golf lesson ever. I played golf. Don't get it twisted. If you're in the comments,
I played with you.
Yeah, exactly. There's a chance I'd cook you in the comments, so don't get it twisted. Just my short game is better than my long game. My short game's not bad, okay? And I'm gonna buy new clubs. I just bought all clothes. I bought cheap shit on Amazon because I decided I wanted 100% cotton golf clothes. And I found one site where the shorts that were 100% cotton, it was a very fancy gentleman's golf site. They were $135 for the shorts. And I added them to cart, and I was like, hold up. I went and bought the whole outfit on Amazon for $135. I'm not paying $135 for shorts. These golf companies are not going to get me, okay? So I'm a huge golf guy, a huge wing foil guy, and a huge volleyball guy now. Just throwing that in there. Volleyball's cheap. You don't need to spend money on volleyball.
You don't even need shoes.
You don't even need
Don't even need a shirt. It's like just wear shorts.
That's easy. So I'm a huge golf guy, which is an expensive sport, and a huge wing foil guy, which is an expensive sport. And I bought a trailer for my electric bike for Sapphire that was $250. So I've just really plowed a lot of money into a lot of different things. And I have $70,000 of margin right now on Robinhood. Okay, so Easy likes that one. So I got a lot of expenses right now, but I want to buy a gas pizza oven for my deck. Okay, that's what I want to get. I want to get an outdoor gas pizza oven setup. So I want to pay for that with a trade. And I'm looking at these Hyperliquids of the world. I'm looking at these Metaplanets of the world. The thing is, it's hard for me. I know everyone's going to be like, oh, he's going to bring up MicroStrategy again. It's hard for me to stray from MicroStrategy when I know that thing's going to $1,000 to $1,500 a share. I mean,
but you won't sell it. That's the thing I think about with your MicroStrategy position. Like, you want to trade. So you need something you don't have that high of conviction in, so you're comfortable selling it. Like, you're always like, I'm going to buy MicroStrategy, just keep buying MicroStrategy. I'm going to buy Bitcoin and always keep buying Bitcoin. You're just talking to, you want to keep adding to MicroStrategy. I get that. You want to make a move here to make money. Like, that's your thing right now of like, how can I make money?
You're right.
And when I think about that, you should not buy any of the things you currently hold, because you have like a diehard long-term investment thesis that will just you'll never get the electric pizza oven, dude.
The gas pizza oven.
Gas pizza oven. Sorry, we don't do electric here.
I would get a wood-burning one in a heartbeat, but you're not allowed to.
Yeah, you'll burn the fucking building down, dude.
You're not allowed to have them, and it overlooks the pool over here. And so, like, I could picture people looking at the pool and just seeing a smokestack come from my
bellowing out from the. Whoever lives above you would be livid too, like smoke just pouring up.
I've done some really ridiculous things before, but I'm not going to do that. I've matured to the point where I know I'm not going to have a smokestack of a wood-burning pizza oven on my deck when it overlooks the pool, so that people just call me out immediately. So I'll get a gas one because it's. But look, Easy, you are right, because I would not sell the MicroStrategy. I would sell options on it, and I would make money on that. But that's actually just going to be necessary to pay down the margin. Like, I have to have some kind of game plan to pay down this margin. Like, come on now. And I wouldn't sell Robinhood either, is the thing. I would just be like, not holding that forever. Sell options on it. The options on that aren't that good. So okay, maybe Hyperliquid makes sense.
The options on Robinhood kind of suck, to be completely blunt.
They're not that good.
They suck.
I mean, I just got rinsed on mine for just no reason. And ladies and gentlemen in the audience, if you're listening, getting rinsed when you sell call options is selling the shares for a profit. So the trader boys out there would love
make money.
You make money getting rinsed in selling call options. So trader boys in the audience, you would love that. I don't know if it's on your radar, but getting into Robinhood is more expensive now. It's seven bandos to start trading options on it. You probably wouldn't like how cheap the call options are, but if you want to take a long position and hold it for a while, that's an option. But like, look, I have this big Solana position, which I will sell. But Easy thinks Solana is only going to 400. Nick thinks it's going to 1,000. I don't know. What Kicks? What do you think?
Think what's going to go to 1,000?
Solana.
Think it's going to go to 1,000?
Nick does. Easy thinks it's going to 400. If it's only going to 400, I should switch it to MicroStrategy right now. That's what I should do right now. If it's only going to 400, because MicroStrategy will outperform it.
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, it's not my favorite trade right now. Like I would rather just own Hyperliquid than Solana.
I feel like with Solana, there's time frame could be longer, and there's a lot of like volatility and risk in the next couple weeks with this PumpFun launch. I don't know if I'd be trading that for a gas oven trade. Maybe if it dips in the next 2 weeks and like we see a lot of fear on the Pump launch, we see more people selling off to get USDC to buy into Pump. Maybe it's a good trade then. You do like a little bottom buy V-shaped recovery, but I wouldn't buy Solana today in hopes to make a trade over the next 2 weeks.
Well, I don't want to.
Have you considered farming the OpenSea experience pool and capitalizing on their crates for the potential airdrop of the C token?
Kicks, what are you drinking? Is that water with electrolytes in it?
No, it's a lemon spindrift.
Oh, okay. Easy. Is that just some nice water?
Plain water.
From
plain water.
Another country.
Oh yeah, the good stuff.
Nice.
I've been eating well.
Very nice. I mean, I'm so jealous. You have no fucking idea. No clue how jealous I am. I would be slugging the items that country offers. I don't know if we're doxing.
Good things. I haven't. I mean, people know. Some people definitely know, but it's also one of those things where I'm like, maybe we don't just air out where I am all the time. I'm like, there's definitely inherent. I've been nervous enough post Coinbase situation where they've just like given all my information out. Not as fun. Way less fun. Way less fun.
Wait, Circle goes public tomorrow?
Is it tomorrow? They just adjusted the shares. So real quick, what's crazy to me is PumpFun is raising at a like 60% FDV to Circle.
Wow. No, but that's a token. That's different.
Yeah. Yeah. But they're raising at a 4 bill FDV for the token, and Circle's raising at a 7 bill FDV.
Well, 5 bill FDV for retail for PumpFun, right? Is what you said.
Yeah. So even closer, 66%.
Well, that means that Circle's probably a deal. Look at the CoreWeave IPO. Everyone's shitting on in my tweet where I was like, should I buy into the Circle IPO? Everyone's like, retail gets dumped on. Study Coinbase. I'm like, Coinbase launched at the very end of the cycle last time before Operation Choke Point 2.0 went into effect and a historic rate hike cycle went into effect. Look at CoreWeave. CoreWeave's fucking cooking.
I mean, we're talking about all these companies, but why aren't we focused on Vanadi Coffee right now? $1 billion in Bitcoin acquisition. This thing's at a $3.5 million market cap. Why are we not just focusing on figuring out how to trade on this BME exchange?
You can't get it on Fidelity? Let me check. I'm going to check on Fidelity right now.
You're gonna have the conversion rate for this and all the other bullshit, dude. This thing's trading at like a 5 mil FTV, dude. This is like you're buying a gutter of an option here.
3.5 mil.
You can't buy it on Fidelity. I'm not like really that big into like just plowing into these random ass things.
Yeah, you wouldn't like the one we bought yesterday called Kids. It's currently down 6%.
But didn't you guys make money trading this?
Yeah, I'm still holding. I have options on it that if I literally executed right now, I'd be up.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we bought live on the show yesterday. Yesterday at like $3 or something.
Yeah,
$4.
So funny.
They announced a Solana treasury raise, 120 mil market cap right now. Seeing more and more of these. Everyone's diluting the MicroStrategy playbook. If you want exposure to crypto, you don't just need to go to MicroStrategy anymore. That's another concern I have.
Ray, I know you have those concerns. Sailor's been trying to get people to do this for 4.5 years because it benefits MicroStrategy because they're buying Bitcoin. That's why. So everyone wins. MicroStrategy wins the most.
Yeah. Yep. But the thing is, like, when are they going to stop buying? Never. So, like, they're going to keep diluting. Is my concern.
Said
price
10
stays
trillion.
like somewhat stable.
He said when strategy has a market cap of 10 trillion, he'll stop.
Okay.
Ray's like, all right.
I'm still holding it. Like I'm fine holding it. I don't think it's going to grow as fast as like you think it is, because every run up he dilutes. And
I know, right? Well,
market cap goes up, but the price that you have it at isn't going to move in those violent movements.
Now the preferred shares, though. So real quick, we'll do this super quick. Easy. You might find this interesting too. So look at Trader Fermi. Your ass better listen. Your ass better listen and remember what I'm saying. June 4th, 2025. Trader Fermi, listen to this. Remember, I fucking said this on June 4th, 2025. So we got 3 preferred equities now: Strike, Strife, and Stride. These are 3 new levers that are able to pull, okay? The liquidation price for Strike and Strife are $100. They're trading above that right now. Above that, $106 right now. So he can safely dilute those down to $100 whenever he wants, and nobody's mad. 0 people are mad. It can go to $200. He can dilute it down to $100. You're not allowed to get mad. It's in the rules of the asset, right? It's just in the rules. These are fixed income instruments. These are meant to be trading at $100. That's what they're meant to be trading at, okay? So no one's allowed to get mad. So he can just dilute these 6 ways till Sunday. They're trading above 100 right now. They're going up. They're literally going up. People think these things are going to go to $200. Over time, these bad Larrys are going to be the best source of capital for strategy to buy Bitcoin. And he won't have to pound the common stock. He's still going to pound the common stock because then you get even more Bitcoin. But the point is, these levers give him crazy leverage. So Trader Fermi, remember I said this today. You have to give time, dude. This shit takes time, dude. Time is on your side with Bitcoin and with MicroStrategy.
Okay, this provides more context. Like if he dilutes these shocks versus the main stock. Yes.
My boy Trader Fermi's balls deep, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. And I know I'm hijacking the show, and I'll stop in a second. But my guy Wolfie, shout out to Wolfie, young Wolf, said, why hold Strike? So Wolf, I know that you like to gamble. I know that you're no stranger to sports betting. You're no stranger to short-term trading. And I want to talk to you about responsibility, okay? So my guy Jeff Park from Bitwise, who, by the way, I was trying to ask legitimate questions to when I was trying to wrap my head around these fixed income instruments, and Easy and Clemente were posting jokes in the responses, embarrassing me in front of Jeff. And now Jeff won't be my friend ever, probably. But realistically also will never answer my questions no matter what. So anyway, Clemente and Easy think that's the funniest shit ever, by the way, to go and embarrass me in front of my Bitcoin idols and make it so that
there goes, what's going to happen to Strike and Strife if MicroStrategy goes down? I come in, I'm like, well, I think the price will also go down.
Clemente comes in.
He's like, yeah, that's a very astute observation. I think the price will go down.
And Jeff's just never going to answer because he thinks we're all dumb. But anyway, so check it out. So Jeff's idea is the new radical portfolio is 60% Strikes, 40% MicroStrategy. And by the way, so I ignored Strike. I ignored it as an investor because it's Easy just fucking getting in here. I ignored it as an investor because I just viewed it as, oh, this is for boomers. This is for the fixed income market. This is great for MicroStrategy. It's great for the common stock, but I don't need this. And with my personal portfolio, I actually don't need it. And I'm not buying any Strike because I'm just full port. I'm full risk, just like everybody probably on this show. Well, actually, I think Ray probably holds a lot of cash. Easy might hold a lot of cash. Actually, all you guys might hold some cash. I'm just full port. I'm balls deep. I'm full port, right? And I think Nick's pretty much full port. Clemente's full port, right? A lot of people are full port. But with my mom's portfolio that I manage and with our corporate treasury, obviously there are sizable cash positions involved, right? So Strike is a fixed income instrument. I talked about that $100 liquidation price. So it's kind of married to that $100 price because it's a fixed dividend. So the 8% dividend is an $8 dividend on the $100 price. So when it goes over $100, the dividend gets smaller. When the price of the asset goes under $100, the dividend gets bigger. That makes sense to everybody, right? Because it's 8% of 100. So if you go under 100, then that's going to be more than $8. It's still going to be $8 per share, but that's a more than 8% dividend. If it goes over, it's under. So right now it's under 8%, right? Get this. There's a conversion component to the asset where you can convert 10 shares of Strike into 1 share of MicroStrategy common stock, right? So 10 shares of Strike into 1 share of MicroStrategy common stock when MicroStrategy hits $1,000. So that's going to play into the pricing of this bad boy, right? So $1,000 MicroStrategy, you can convert 10 shares of Strike. So why is Strike interesting? It's interesting for an investor that loves Bitcoin or is interested in Bitcoin or MicroStrategy, but doesn't want that violent volatility that sends MicroStrategy common stock way down. You don't get that with Strike because it's a fixed income instrument with that fixed dividend. So like, it's not going to go lower than like $80, right? Because of that dividend. The market's efficient. So if people see it at $80, they're going to be like, holy shit. Well, that means it's more than an 8% dividend because it's 8% of $100. It's $8 per share. Sign me up. I'm going to buy that. So when everything was crashing over the past couple months, look at Strike and Strife. They just stayed flat because that's what they're designed to do. This is for the less volatile investor, the investor that's interested in less volatility. It's going up right now because everyone's waking up to how sick nasty these are as fixed income products. Having said that,
at no point did this stock just chill, and at all points it's introduced to that volatility that MicroStrategy is, though. For the record, I mean, this is a 20% run up and a 20% drawdown.
But MicroStrategy had a 60% drawdown.
Yeah, that's fair.
So this is dampened. It's muted. It is muted. But that's Strike. Look at Strife. Strife is more focused on cash because there's no conversion. So anyway, the long and short of it of Strike is for a more conservative investor that doesn't want the volatility of Bitcoin or MicroStrategy common stock, but still wants an opportunity for future upside because they can convert into the common stock at $1,000 or more. 10 to 1, 10 shares of Strike to 1 share of MicroStrategy common stock, and wants to collect a juicy 8% dividend along the way. And then Strife is for the ultimate conservative investor that just wants a 10% cash dividend in perpetuity, investment grade product forever, but no opportunity for the upside. Strife will probably go up in price a little bit, but that's not why you're buying it. You're buying it for the 10% dividend. Anyway, there you go.
Interesting. I don't think MicroStrategy goes much above the 1K level this cycle before the next halving is my thought process.
Okay. That's your thought, dude.
If Bitcoin hits 150K, I still don't think we get there.
You don't think we had $1,000 at 150K Bitcoin?
I don't, because I think he's going to continue to dilute.
Yeah, but he's going to dilute the preferred shares.
Maybe.
I mean, he is. He did it last week to send a message to everybody.
Yeah.
So let's say, how about this? Let's do a little math. 150K Bitcoin. Okay. Right now they have 580K Bitcoin. How many do you think they'll have at that point? 620K? Another 40,000 Bitcoins? Is that fair?
They'll probably have, I don't know, 150K Bitcoin, say, I don't know, it could even be a year from now before we see that. 6 months to a year. And they're getting, so say like 40 weeks at a average of 100 mil a week divided by, what are we looking at?
You tell me.
How much Bitcoin do they have right now?
580K.
I think they might get another 40K.
Okay, so 620K Bitcoin, like I said. So 620K Bitcoin times 150K, you're at 93 bill of Bitcoin.
Yep.
What do you think an MNAV is that they can trade at? 2.4? This is a bull scenario, right? Blow off top 150K Bitcoin.
Sure.
MNAV's got to be up, right? 2.6, yep. 2.8, 3.1?
Use 3. See what it comes out.
3. Actually going to be a $280 billion market cap. We're going to be knocking on Home Depot's door.
Okay. So you're like at a 2.5x on market cap, but you're also going to dilute a decent number of times within that time frame, probably another 2 or 3 times. So does it 3x from here? If it's only 2.5xing in MNAV and it's getting diluted further to increase the market cap, is my thought process.
Let's see. Put it on the record. Ray said under one bando. I said over 1 bando at 150K. Put it on record. And I'm gonna leave the show now, boys, so that y'all. I almost ended the stream like I did in the past, which is not the right thing to do.
That'd be great. Put it on wax, ends the stream after a MicroStrategy rant, leaves.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Well, look, Kicks and Easy just kind of like start, zoning out when I talk about this stuff. So I don't want to like.
It's just because like I don't take a crazy position in any of it. So that to me is like, yeah, I understand the strategy. I understand the argument of, do you think it's going to be over or under 1,000, especially if he's going to be able to dilute Strife and Strike? Like it all makes sense. I lean with Ray here. Like I lean under 1,000 a share.
Okay.
Personally, like that's just where my brain goes on it. But I'm also just like, dude, I'm over here clicking on my OpenSea Voyages, ready for the upcoming C token.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I haven't missed a voyage yet. I've been seafaring. I'm getting scurvy. I've been on so many voyages.
I mean,
the issue is, I really like to click buttons, and the trenches are so dead that it's so like it's taken me a very long time to accept that the trenches are done, like just dead. And I was still clicking buttons up until yesterday, and now I'm just like, dude, I'm just burning money. Like it's literally just lighting cash on fire. So now I'm all over on Abstract, clicking buttons to get badges. I don't even know what the fuck these badges are. I'm on OpenSea, clicking buttons to get badges. I don't even know what the fuck these are. But it's better. It used to be the same little dopamine hit of pressing the button and seeing a number go up without burning as much money. I think this cost me about $7 to do this.
As a seaman, I'm very, impressed with your guys' nautical performance here on these OpenSea Voyages. I'll be wing foiling right next to you on the Voyages, just shredding there, like twirling the thing over. By the way, I can't even get past my knees yet. But I did decide this week.
Wait, what do you mean you can't get past your knees? So I have no when you told me that you're wing foiling, I thought you were like going up to mountains and fucking jumping off with like a wingsuit. I was like, this motherfucker's crazy. Like this motherfucker's insane, dude. Yeah. And then you showed me a fucking surfboard with like an engine on it. And I'm like, what the heck? I don't know how this thing moves. Like, none of it makes sense. The physics don't make any sense. I failed physics, so that also doesn't really make sense to me because none of it adds up in my head. But yeah, I don't get how you make this thing go forward.
Engineering major, took physics 1 and 2 in undergrad. I don't remember what I got. I definitely didn't do that well in physics 2. Shit was hard. Physics 2 is like electromagnetic stuff, and I was like, I don't think They
get into like thermodynamic engineering and shit, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck molten lava does here, but somehow it works.
Thermo's only if you're a mechanical engineer or a chemical engineer. I didn't have to take those. However, physics 2, you didn't have to take it anymore in my major like a year and a half later. I was like, okay, so I just had to go through like electromagnetics literally for no reason. But Ray, real quick, type in wing foiling from your knees. You got to crawl before you can walk. I'm crawling right now. I'm on my knees foiling, and I need to get up onto my feet. That's the next step. It's very hard. I didn't grow up surfing. I don't have a surf background. So real quick, people keep asking about the motor. There's no motor. It's the wind. It's like a sailboat. The wind is what's getting going.
Is the motor on these things?
There's no motor. So that's
how many horses?
I'm on my knees trying to steer the board a little bit, So that's where I'm at.
How long do you go out for this? Like, are you out there for hours?
I'm only lasting for an hour because I'm getting my ass kicked the whole time. And then I'm looking off in the distance, and my buddy and all the other wing foilers are just living out their foil dreams in Key Biscayne, just blazing around the key, enjoying themselves. You can almost see them just audibly saying like, wahoo! Like while they're just going so fast. Like type in like wing foil shredding right now, Ray, and let's pull up a video of this shit. Wing foil shredding, because like these.
This reminds me of like Rocket Power. If you remember that show, great show.
Yeah, they're crushing it, dude. And the big wave surfers are doing wing foiling. They're doing crazy shit, man. They are doing insane shit. Oh yeah, the people that I'll never do that. Yeah, these people are just
like necessary here.
That's like a storm, dude.
This is incredible shit. Look at this. Look, they're living out their foil dream.
Oh my god!
How do you do that? I don't understand how you do that at all.
The EDM remix of
flying. He's literally.
How does it stay on his feet?
I think when you get to this level, you buy foot straps for your board so that you can go and live out your airborne foil dreams. But I'm just trying to tip around. I just want to be able to go to Thailand and just blaze around, crop.
Dude, look at the storm that's coming in, dude. That's terrifying.
These people are out of their minds. I don't even know if that guy has a fucking life jacket on. Is he nuts? Like, what the fuck are you doing? But anyway, Wing foil. Oh, wait, he doesn't even have foot things then? If he, I don't even know. I don't know what to do. Type in real quick one more. Kai Lenny, Kai space Lenny foil. Just type in Kai Lenny foil. There's a big wave surfer kid that decided he wants to just like crush wing foiling. So these people are doing advanced shit. The new thing is parafoiling, where instead of the wing, you got a parachute. So you're parachuting, right? And then you crumple the parachute up once you got enough speed, and you stuff it in a backpack, and you're just on the board, just like basically surfing, but on foil. It's pretty crazy shit. Let me see some Kai Lenny stuff. Then I'm dipping right after that. Trader Fermi knows Kai Lenny. Look, me and Trader Fermi are on the same
hydro surfing.
Type in Kai Lenny wing foil.
All right.
Kids is tanking according to the Wolfman.
Yeah, it's not good. I'm in danger.
Let's see the boy Kai Lenny doing wing foiling here. Woo! Look at this shit. I should have known that he'd be doing that stuff.
Did he just jump? It looks like he just jumped off of the water and caught like 10 feet of air.
I mean, look at do you know how fast that is? Like, and because he lives on Hawaii, where I guess there's always wind. This is just incredible shit. Like, come on, man. So cool. You know, so whoa,
dude.
So podcast.
How's he flying?
If you're just listening, we're watching some wing foil shredding right here.
Oh God, dude, they halted kids. It's ugly.
Oh, that's
look at this dashboard. This is like the biggest wave ever. I like how these guys just attack these waves as opposed to like avoiding them. Like, yeah, this one looks awesome. It's almost dying here.
I really could, like, because if you wipe out and if the board hits you or the foil hits you, it would be really, really, really bad. And the fact that he's like basically treating it like he's a skateboarder or something makes zero sense to me. But yeah, anyway, sorry to hijack the conversation, everybody. But this is pretty cool stuff.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Pia, thank you for the MicroStrategy and the wing foiling talk we got today. We had a little bit of fun here. That's going to do it for today's show. Thank you all for listening. We do this podcast Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. You can catch us on all major podcasting platforms. You can catch us on YouTube. Watch what we're talking about in real time. Thanks again. We'll catch you tomorrow. Have a wonderful